Hi guys, it's Izzy, and I don't know why I felt the need to stick my hand up in the air and wave, but Today I'm going to share with you my autumn favourites, so basically what I've been loving this season, and you guys know how favourite videos work, so let's just get on to it. So I've split my favourites into 4 categories this video, and I'm just looking down at what they are. It's YouTube, Netflix, music and makeup. So I decided to leave makeup till the end because that's what I love watching in favourite videos, so stay till the end and you can find out. So my first YouTube favourite is actually my new editing software that I have, and it's called Sony Movie 13. No, it's not. It's called Sony Movie Studio 13, and I've been on the lookout for a really good but cheap editing software for years and years, pretty much since I've started YouTube, because I was on Windows Movie Maker for way too long than it's socially acceptable to do. And then I was looking for like good but cheap editing softwares and what other YouTubers use, and basically everyone else uses iMovie on Apple Macs, but if you're poor like me and you can't afford an Apple Mac, I was like, what can you use? But basically Movie Studio 13 is so good and you can do anything your heart desires, and it's about £45, and that's pretty decent compared to other editing software that costs like hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So I was like, you know what, £40 isn't that bad, and once you've got it for life, so it's really good. I recommend that if you're on the lookout for a new editing software. On to my Netflix favourites for the season. I promise you I have actually been doing work and being productive this season, but I've also been watching a lot of Netflix. So my first Netflix favourite has got to be Pretty Little Liars, and that show has basically taken over my life. And I say that, well, I took like a 2-year break in between watching it, and so this year I started watching season 3, like from season 3 onwards, and I was like, whoa, I just got addicted straight away. Well, not straight away, like I think around season 5 I got really addicted, and I just marathoned the whole thing in like a couple of weeks, but there's quite a lot, so good job, Izzy, good job getting it done that quick. My next favourite that I've absolutely been loving has got to be Scream, and Netflix, I think it's their own drama. They've just added it and it is so good. There's only 10 episodes, but I hope there's going to be a new season, and it is so good. I just watched the whole thing in, I think, 1.5 days, which is really bad, but like I didn't stop watching until I finished it. I was just addicted straight away. And I feel like Scream, it's basically a mix between Pretty Little Liars and just a horror sort of film. So if you like horror and if you like Pretty Little Liars, Scream is definitely the series for you. And I don't want to give too much away about it, but basically it's about a group of teenagers who try not to get murdered. Well, I know that sounds like every other horror movie out there, but trust me, it's so good. And I thought it'd be like really, really cheesy, like one of these like cheesy dramas where they all like scream and run away from the murderer, but it's actually really good. So go watch Scream and let me know what you think, because I don't actually know that many people who have actually watched it, and I want to get in a little bit of a discussion with it because it's pretty underrated. And my next Netflix favourite has got to be my all-time favourite TV programme, which is, if you know me, you probably know what it is, but American Horror Story. That TV series is my life. Like, I live and breathe to watch American Horror Story. I was put on this earth to watch American Horror Story. That's how much it means to me. And they've just come out with a new season called Hotel, featuring Lady Gaga, and I've only watched 1 episode so far. And you're probably like, Izzy, how come you're putting it in your favourites if you've only watched 1 episode? But honestly, I have so much faith in this series. I think it's going to be amazing. There's not been Evan Peters in it yet so far, so it's a bit of a dilemma. I was like, where is Evan in the first episode? Evan Peters has got to be in every episode of American Horror Story. But he wasn't, and I was kind of gutted, not going to lie. But I've heard he makes a comeback in the series, so I'm definitely buzzing. I might like cry when he comes on the screen for the first time in the season. And I have to give it to American Horror Story. Before I was always like, yeah, American Horror Story, it's like creepy and a bit gruesome, but it's not like scary. But season 5, they have definitely upped their game a bit. It's a lot more gruesome and it's a lot more scary. I would actually class it as like a proper horror season. Like, it's actually pretty scary and intense, so if you're into horror, I would definitely recommend watching all of American Horror Story. So now I'm moving on to my music favourites for this season, and I've only got 1 music favourite, and it's my all-time favourite band, Little Mix. Now, I've always loved these girls, but This season I just feel like they've really upped their game. Like their game is all the way up here. Like seriously, they have just been an explosion of awesomeness and slayingness, and I realised that slayingness isn't a word, but they have been slaying. After Black Magic I was like, okay, that was good. I like needed time to recover, but they didn't give me time to recover because then they came out with Hair, which is like, oh my god, I just heard it once and it's been like my favourite song ever since. So I heard that song and I was like, immediately it's going in my favourite videos. But then they didn't stop there. Oh no. They kept going and they brought out a live performance of their new song, Grown, and it made my life complete. Like I watched it and I thought I died. Like I physically thought my soul had left my body. That live performance simultaneously gave me life and killed me. It was that amazing. And then I realised they took the official HD version off YouTube, I think on copyright grounds or something, I don't know. But there are still like recordings of people who were there that like posted it on YouTube. But it's not the HD version, and I was looking for it and I was like crying. I was like, oh my god, where's it gone? They can't do this to me. So I'm really looking forward to the music video coming out, if it does come out. I really hope it does. And then after Grown, they brought out their new music video, Love Me Like You. And this song is my life. And this song seriously reminds me of Grease, which is like my all-time favourite musical. So I really love this song, and I was just listening to it like, oh my god, this could literally be part of the soundtrack to Grease. I don't know if that's just me thinking that, because whenever I said that to people they were like, what? Now onto my makeup favourites of the season, and I have been loving quite a bit of new makeup. And my first favourite has got to be the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. And I bought this in Germany, hence why the writing is in German on the front. Yeah, this foundation really does what it says on the package, and it is infallible. Next up is something that I've been meaning to try for quite a while, and it is the Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. I've heard a lot of good things about this, and I'll be honest, it does do what it says. It makes your face look more awake. I use this under my eyes when I've had like barely any sleep, about 5 hours sleep or something. And I just feel like it makes my face look a lot more awake. I do have to say though, I don't think it's got that good coverage. Like whenever I use it on any spots, I don't find that it covers them up. But I do think that it's the perfect under eye concealer, so I've been loving this. My next makeup favourite has got to be the Sleek, gotta try and open it first. The Sleek Contour Kit, and this is so perfect. This is the best contour kit I have ever tried. It's my first highlighter I've ever tried, I'll be honest. But the bronzer in it, the contour, is so good and it looks so natural. You know when you try some bronzers and they make your face look really orange and not natural at all? Well, this one is actually brown, so that makes a nice change to orange bronzers that most bronzers actually are. And the highlight is so pretty and it's so shimmery. I've got it on at the moment, I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell? Can you tell? I don't know. Can you tell? I just love it. I love it so much. Oh, it's so good. So my last makeup favourite is a lipstick, and if you've watched my videos before, I bet you can't guess what brand of lipstick this is. Yep, that's right. It wouldn't be an Izzy K video without showing you my favourite Kate Moss lipstick. And this autumn I've been loving the sort of berry shade, which is 107, and it's a lovely little winey, sort of purpley red colour, and it's just gorgeous for autumn. I've been wearing it a lot this autumn, and I was like, I need to pick it up for autumn, because I didn't actually have this shade before this summer. I was like, autumn's coming, I need to have the 107 shade because it is perfect. So there you are, those were my favourites for this autumn. I hope you enjoyed watching. All my social media links are in the description below. And let me know what you've been loving this autumn, because I will really love to know. Let me know if you've loved any of these things that I've mentioned, and I hope you do, because then we can have a little chat about it in the comments. So I'm looking forward to doing my next favourites, the winter favourites, because I have actually, to my surprise, been loving making favourites videos. Like I didn't think they'd be this much fun, but I love talking about what I love, and I could go on all day about them, so I'm going to have to cut the video here. So yeah, I will see you guys next Wednesday. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Kitty. Do you want to be in the video? You want to be in the video, don't you? Say hello. Say hello, no. She doesn't want to be in the video.